how sports cards has educated me on business economics in many ways. So I'll tell you a quick story to drive home a point. So I was at the grocery store, and before I went to the store that day, early in the morning, I saw a long line of people. There was probably over, I don't know, 100 people in the morning. So when I was buying some food, I started having a conversation with one of the workers there, and she explained to me that in the morning, Trader Joe's, that was the grocery store, was selling their limited edition carrying bags. And that what people do is they buy these bags and they'll often resell them for large amounts of money on websites online. I said, okay. And she said it was utterly ridiculous. And I said, yeah, it is ridiculous to buy a bag that's, let's say, $10 and sell it for 100 to someone. I'm just making up numbers. I don't know what the bags are worth. But that's kind of what sports cards are, if you think about it. This here is an Ohtani baseball card, right? This card's probably worth about anywhere from $1 to $3. But if I were to get this card graded through a company like PSA, this card might be worth anywhere from $80 to $100. That's what somebody might pay for it, right? So why is it worth so much? Just because I had someone inspect it, put it in some special plastic casing, charge me for it? But that is how economics works, and we do this all the time. Let me give you a great example. This here is a Rode microphone. I had actually bought, this was the two-piece set a few years back, and they were not cheap. It was like over $300 if I'm not mistaken, something like that. These same microphones now, if I wanted to resell them, maybe I could get $100, give or take. These microphones aren't, I think, as popular as they once were. They're definitely not as expensive. Even newer, I don't see them being in that higher range anymore because now there's newer microphones out that work better. DJI's got some that are smaller, more compact. And so these microphones have significantly decreased in value over time. This card, if I were to get it graded and hold on to it, unless there's a drop in the card market, I don't see anything with Ohtani going down in value, especially if he wins another World Series or two, breaks other records. It's only going to go up in value. So why not buy this card now for $1 and have it be worth $50 in 3 or 4 years? I'm just making up numbers. I'm not sure exactly what it'll be worth. But the point is, we buy things all the time that decrease in value, right? So why not start learning to buy things that increase in value? Me buying this jacket for whatever it was worth, unless it's some special limited edition or somebody really wants it, I'm never going to get the equal value for this jacket later on. There's very few things in life you're ever going to buy that are going to increase in value. Most drop. Cars are a great one. You can buy a really nice car, give it 2-3 years, and that car value is going to significantly drop. And let me kind of give you guys this one. If you think buying cards is ridiculous or buying things and then reselling them for a profit is silly, I'm going to show you something interesting here. So here I just have a generic avocado, right? So this avocado I could probably get at the store for, I'm not even sure. Avocados are so overpriced. But if I were to go into, let's say, a Chipotle or some kind of a restaurant where they serve different types of food to eat, they can charge me for a scoop of avocado, an extra $1.50, when this whole thing might be, let's say, worth maybe $2, and I can get, I don't know how many scoops out of this. But the point I'm trying to make is you would gladly you would gladly pay an upcharge if this was served to you at a restaurant. Let's look at potatoes, for example. You can get a potato for 50 cents maybe for one potato, but you would go to McDonald's and you'd be happy to pay, $3 for a small fries, which is the equivalent of maybe half a potato. So if you do the math, that full potato maybe gives you, let's say maybe one potato gives you 2 small fries, and if each small fry is $3, you're happy to pay $6 when that potato costs 50 cents to make. So you're happy to pay a multiple time increase. And we do this for a lot of things. We pay at restaurants a huge upcharge for the convenience. If you were to order, let's say, a salad at a restaurant, they can charge you $7, $8 depending where you are. You could probably make that same salad at home for less than maybe $1.50. So you're paying a 5-6 time increase because of convenience. So it's the same thing with sports cards. People say it's ridiculous, but at the end of the day, I'm buying something that can possibly increase in value and resell it. you're likely buying things that will never increase in value. So what's more ridiculous? To buy the things and resell them for a profit to make money, or to complain about it and sit here and buy things that will only decrease in value? So again, I'm not trying to condemn you on what you buy or don't buy. What I'm trying to say is learn how economics works. I'm happening to be doing it in the sports card industry. And like that lady who was saying, oh, it's ridiculous to buy these handbags and resell them. Well, who's more ridiculous? The person complaining about it or the person who's making money about it? And that's for you to decide. Okay, I hope you all enjoyed this. Thank you so much.